Hey dear friends and teachers, welcome back to the video series on English Passing Package Part 4. Our first question is Pandit Ravi Shankar Sitar Maestros deserves our appreciation. Support this statement. The answer is it is clear that basically Ustad Sahib and Pandit Ravi Shankar were good human beings who were capable of feeling for others. They must have felt moved by the story of the little boy whose days were numbered but who waited for the chance of lifetime to come his way. So, in spite of being busy people, they spontaneously decided to visit the boy to play for him. They must have also been moved by the earnest efforts and genuine feeling of the sister who has mustered enough courage to approach them with an out of the ordinary request. If I were the musicians, I too would do the same thing. The satisfaction of making another human being, that too a young boy who is in the throes of death, happy is incomparable. The second question, the neighbors could not believe their eyes. Why do you think they felt like this? The answer is the neighbors could not believe their eyes when they saw the musician masters get down from the taxi in front of their blocks because they never expected such famous people to heed to the request of a small girl to fulfill her brother's wish. Pandit Ravi Shankar and Ustad Allah Rakha were world class musicians and busy people, hence, their visiting Anant was unusual. Moving on to the third question, how do you say that life for Hanif in the beginning was never a smooth sail? Hanif lost his father when he was just 8. The young mother had to take care of her 3 sons and had to work hard as an artist with the performance wing of the Information Broadcasting Ministry. So Hanif and his brothers had to manage things on their own even as children. The fourth question, what can the youth learn from Hanif's life? The answer is Hanif life teaches the youth the lesson of self dependency. The youth must be ready to sacrifice everything for the sake of the nation. They should always face difficulties or obstacles boldly. Moving on to the second main extracts. The first question, querulous I said. These lines are extracted from the poem The Song of India written by V.K. Gokak. The first sub question, who does I refer to? I here refers to the poet V.K. Gokak. Question B, with whom does the speaker is querulous? The answer, the speaker is querulous with Mother India. Question C, why is the speaker querulous? The poet is peeved that he cannot sing a song of the glory of his motherland, since the mother objects to each subject of praise considered by the poet. The second question, her forehead opened like earth's destiny, elding the sun god cancelling all sorrow. These lines are also taken by the poem The Song of India written by V.K. Gokak. Question A, whose forehead is being referred to here? The answer, the mother's forehead is being referred to here. Question B, name and explain the figure of speech employed here. Simile, the forehead is said to open like the earth's destiny. The poet suggests that the destiny of earth, that is of India, is revealed on the forehead of mother. Question C, what is the tone of extract? The tone is positive. It is hope as there are references being made to the cancelling of all sorrows. Moving on to the grammar part. Active and passive voice. The first question, Kabir, did you attend the program? Hubayb, yes, I have attended the program. So we have changed, the program has been attended by me. The second question, Kiran, where were you yesterday? Sanjana, I was in my house. I was painting my room. The answer, my room was being painted by me. Degrees of comparison. Qatar is the richest country in the world. The first superlative, Qatar is richer than any other country in the world. Comparative degree, no other country in the world is as rich as Qatar. The second question, gold is the costliest metal of all metals. Comparative degree, no other metal is costlier than gold. Then positive, no other metal is as costly as gold. The last mean, quote from memory. Oh, say what is the thing called light, which I must ne'er enjoy? What are the blessings of the sight? Oh, tell you, poor blind boy. Written by Colley Cibber.